nuggets that you want to share with the room today, with us. I mean, also in the room today, right? If we could, we are so privileged to have you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. It's wonderful to be here. I think my favorite thing about what we do is actually engaging with entrepreneurs and not sitting behind a desk in an office.
Can you hear my comrade voice? Amanda!
Let me do this. I'll sit.
Okay,
I'll project better when I'm standing.
Okay, cool.
So I'm from Zevoli Growth Partners. We're in the enterprise and supply development space. But what does that mean? For us, it means we support and assist SMEs that are interested in working with corporates to become procurement ready. I know that anytime you speak to an entrepreneur, they say, just give me the opportunity. But in reality, we exist because we find that entrepreneurs make the mistake of taking the opportunity prematurely. And then you literally ruin your brand, and you will never get back that client. So our role is to identify the gaps that exist in your business. It could be, I don't know how to deliver what I do efficiently, so it's technical support. Or it could be, I'm a really great engineer, but I don't know how to run a business properly. And there's a range of things that we do with the entrepreneur in that respect. And at the time that we feel that they're now ready for the opportunity, at that point we facilitate access to markets. The nugget for me is don't take the opportunity if you're not ready for it. You'd rather not take it than take it and literally destroy your brand. Corporate is very unforgiving when it comes to that. The likelihood of them giving you a second chance is very minimal. So be very mindful of your gaps and be patient in closing them, but do not take the opportunity until you're ready.
While you're still standing, you spoke about being procurement ready, and which speaks to the U in our toolkit. Remember that understand procurement processes?
Yes.
That's what you do, right?
Yes.
And then, where do I start if I have to be procurement ready? So if we could actually take an example in the room, that solar panel. Can I give Marek thanks solar panel?
Madire,
right? Madire said that he sells the solar panel. Let's imagine now Madire gets this contract with Gauteng Department of Education because they need solars in the schools. How do we get Madire to be procured? When we say, and I love it because I'm also a procurement expert, so when you said that, yay, there's my tribe. How do we get procurement ready if you were to talk to Madire now?
Yeah.
How does Madire get procurement ready?
So typically for us, I mean, there's a number of things that go into this, right? So when we then give you the support and assistance, there's layers that we look at. But if I can simplify it, I always say to an entrepreneur, depending on the space that you're in, a simple thing like finding an RFP that anybody has advertised.
What is an RFP?
Request for proposal.
I know.
So,
Yeah.
or an RFP, it doesn't matter what it is, guys, but the point is it's a document in which the person that's looking for this product or service has articulated the expectations of you, right? Take that, and at a minimum, even if you don't have the benefit of a mentor or anybody else that's going to guide and support you with this process, if you don't tick those boxes in that document yourself, you can predict the rest of my sentence. You're wasting your time, you're wasting their time. And when you then are able to unpack those requirements and be honest with yourself about the ones that you don't meet. Don't go, I'm going to take a chance, maybe I'm the best of the worst in the pile. Work through those requirements and make sure that you meet them. And only then can you then take the time to invest in engaging the clients that you're trying to secure in any manner. It could be responding to the RFP, it could be reaching out to them on LinkedIn, but don't take the time to reach out to somebody to have a conversation about something for which you're not ready. Find the requirements, and there are many ways you can do this, and make sure that you fulfill them and then engage them. Because by then, they know that you know what you're doing and that you meet their requirements. So you've already de-risked the relationship with them. And that's the biggest thing that supply chain wants from entrepreneurs.
Great, thank you, Mpopi. And is there a question? That's one question for Mpopi. Or we are here? Okay. Find the requirements and make sure that you know them.
It's a simple question. What would it cost for any one of us to get help?
What would it cost to?
To get help? Is it a funded program? Is it a granted program? What does it cost for us to do this?
So our typical model is to work with corporates. So let me lead with our problem statement. Our problem statement is we don't want to develop for the sake of developing, we develop for conversion. So our programs are corporate funded. Why? Because when we secure corporate clients, we say, what procurement opportunities are you going to give to this profile of SMEs? I'm not going to run a program if at the end of the program, the guys that deserve it are not going to be given an opportunity to get a supply chain. Because nobody wants to be developed for the sake of being developed. We know that, right? And this is the biggest frustration that SMEs have with service providers like ourselves. And so to answer your question, you will notice if you follow us on social media, yes, please follow us on social media, that, I walked into that one, didn't I? So, the company name is Zevoli Growth Partners, because I don't know things about handles and hashtag, I don't know.
What is the company name?
Zevoli Growth Partners.
Zevoli Growth
Zevoli. Zevoli Growth Partners. I know we're on all social media, but the point for me is please follow us. As in when we do start a program, you will see that we have a recruitment drive, and the recruitment drive will be very specific to what we're looking for. We're looking for a black woman-owned EME in Secunda that supplies flowers.